Just because you're innocent, didn't do it, or you're falsely accused doesn't mean you don't need to hire a criminal defense attorney. I'm Danny Izquierdo of the Izquierdo Law Firm, and I want to share a case story with you where one of our clients came to us because he was facing the charge of conspiring to commit first-degree murder and unlawful use of a two-way communication device. And this was also a murder for hire type case. So quick background and facts of this case were that our client was a very, very young man in a serious committed relationship with a woman that was around his age who never told him that she had a toddler. And she was kind of perpetuating this lie, and they had a relationship and they were becoming more and more serious and committed to one another when he finally learns that for about a year of their relationship, she never told him that she had a child. Obviously, our client saw this as a huge betrayal of trust. It fractured the relationship to the point that they ended up breaking up. And our client, hurt, saddened, and frustrated with the situation, made comments to her along the lines of, "I can't really go on this way. This is too big of a shock. This is too big of an omission, a lie. I feel hurt. I feel slighted. I would consider getting back with you if your kid wasn't really in the picture," meaning if you didn't have a child altogether. His now ex-girlfriend took it upon herself to go on a website where somebody could hire a hitman to essentially murder somebody. And she told our client that she had done that. She also told him that she had left her child out in the woods to either drown or be eaten by a bear. And to which our client responds with, "Send me a picture. I don't believe you." He didn't say that necessarily because he had conspired with her to solicit this murder for hire so that the child could ultimately be murdered. He said that as somebody who had been hurt and wronged, and it was kind of his way of dismissing his now ex-girlfriend for making such an absurd statement. However, as law enforcement often does, those words were taken completely out of context. He was ultimately arrested and charged with solicitation and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, as well as unlawful use of a two-way communication device. The moment he bonded out of jail, he came to our office. He sat down with us for an initial 4-point case evaluation and strategy session. And at that meeting, it became very clear what was really going on here. We truly took our time to understand the story, the background, and the context of the relationship, the issues that his girlfriend, or now ex-girlfriend, was having. And we were able to then go into full-on attack mode with the prosecutor. And after about a couple of months, the prosecutor ends up agreeing with us and not only dismisses the case against our client, she decides to not even file formal charges. If you happen to get arrested, this is the best and greatest result that you can receive on a criminal case. That means that law enforcement thought you committed a crime, accused you, formally arrested you, and now the state attorney's office, the prosecutor, has decided not to file formal charges against you. That was the outcome that this particular client, charged with the solicitation for first-degree murder, ended up obtaining because they entrusted their case and their life to our firm. We took the time to get to know his story. We took the time to understand the context. And then we really went the extra mile to make sure that the prosecutor saw that, understood that. And thankfully, after about a month and a half to 2 months, she confirmed that she agreed with us and decided to drop all charges against our client and never even brought formal charges against him.